Hello and welcome back. In this short lecture, we're going to learn about Android Enterprise related compliance policy settings. To begin with, we can create a policy from Microsoft Intune portal and go to device compliance and go to the policies. And from here, create a policy and give a name as maybe Android Enterprise Mobility or Compliance Policy in this case, and choose a platform. So we have already covered for Android and we covered iOS, and we almost covered almost every of the category of the platform except the Android Enterprise. So I'm selecting Android Enterprise and giving a meaningful name and description here. And before I configure, let's understand about what exactly my Android Enterprise. Android Enterprise is the Android operating system, which is similar to your mobile Android OS, but it's purely built for your business case. So it's going to be more secure. The applications what you have installed, it's going to be more secure and more ease of gaining the control for the mobile device management administrators. In our case, it's going to be Intune administrator. It's going to be you who is Intune administrator, so he can easily manage all that configuration. So it's going to be fully tightly integrated. If you can look at all these EMM console, which is nothing but your in this case, even though it's just designed for the Android EMM console, but if you can look at clearly from our Intune point of view, it would be the same thing, like device management what we talked about the app management. All these things can be easily performed on your Android Enterprise mobile devices. So let's jump into that section and we try to create here it would be for the device profile or work profile. So here there would be a profile type that matters for us. If it is going to be device, it's going to be hard coded for the device. If it is going to be work profile, it's going to be based on the just for that specific work related activities. Now let's jump into the device owner, and here you have the two of the categories. One would be the device properties, other one would be the system security. If you can look at here, by this time you already know that minimum OS version and the minimum security patch levels can be configured here by reading all these information. You can simply enter the required operating system versions and minimum and maximum, as well as the patch levels. And coming back to the security, system security, this is very similar what we have done in the past for Android as well as for mobile devices for Windows 10 and even iOS also. Similar configuration, you can do it for the password required. If so, what kind of complexity you wanted. You want to choose weak biometric, or you want to choose for numeric complex or alphanumerical with symbols. This is what most complex one. You can choose that maybe a minimum password length would be 8 characters, and you want to configure maybe number of characters should be at least 3 or minimum lowercase 3, something like that. You can give all these configurations and you can configure all these settings. I'm just canceling this as we're not going to perform any kind of demo on Android Enterprise operating system devices, but the settings are quite same and you can simply perform all these settings and enrollment process is quite same and it's easy. Either you do it on Android or maybe Android Enterprise or maybe iOS device, it would be almost the same. As simple as that, you would be downloading your company app and installing and signing up. That would automatically makes your device to the enroll automatically, because we have already configured all the required policies and we also have done the required I'm just canceling this with your permission. Here we have already done all that and enrollment process related. For example, if the device is coming from Apple, we did already configure the push certificate. Similarly for the Android, the Play Store related, and for Windows, auto enroll is already enabled. So it's going to be the very similar and easy method. That's why we are just jumping into one by one. We started with the device enrollment and then we moved to the device compliances. Now in the device compliances, we have almost completed all the policies related, and the monitoring can be done at a later point. Once we have enrolled, we can go back and we can check all those monitoring related configurations. That concludes the device enrollment as well as the device compliance. In this section we have learned so far at least the policies configuration. The notification part would be coming up in the next section altogether. Thank you for watching this.